So I'm seeing everywhere this glow up trend, this glow up for summer, how to be your best self, how to be your hottest self for summer, what you can do, the chat GPT trend of like the 10 things you can do to look the hottest you've ever looked. And I was like telling my team, I was like, what if we do a real estate edition? So today is your glow up for real estate investing in 2025 summer edition. All right. Number one is detox the info overload. This is something that's incredibly crucial. When you decide to get into real estate investing, a lot of people are like, there's so much information everywhere. I don't know what to do. Shiny object syndrome, right? Well, how about you detox from that? Choose one person that you trust, get mentorship from them, follow what they're doing, and unsubscribe from everything else. When my students come in with us, I tell them it's not because we want to keep you to ourselves or no one else out there is right or anything like that, but what it causes is that paralyzation, right? The analysis paralysis. You're taking in information from different coaches, different sources, different ways of teaching, different ways of doing things. So the number one thing I would do is get rid of all the detox of the info overload. And what that entails is stop all the like 50 influencers that you're following that's doing real estate with conflicting advice, right? The other thing is pick one strategy to focus on. Are you going to wholesale? Are you going to do rentals? Are you going to do flip? Do you want to do a more creative financing? Are you wanting to get in hard money, private money lending? You have to choose what you want to do and fully focus on that. No shiny object, meaning that you do need to detox from all the other shiny objects once you've decided. And also unsubscribe. Unsubscribe from all these lists you're on. I know it sounds crazy, but I have done it and my students have done it. And when they get rid of all that clutter and all that stuff, their shiny object syndrome of them falling for it is least a lot least likely, right? A lot less likely to happen. So if you want to do that, your glow up move is to create a focus plan, something that you're going to take action from June to August. One exit strategy, one market, one process. That's it. Number two is learn like a pro, not a hobbyist. What I mean by that is you don't need everything perfect to start, okay? You just need a real learning routine. So every day during the summer, take 30 minutes and put that towards learning habits, studying contracts, learning how to comp properly, getting the right scripts in place, even though I don't really believe in scripts, but like practicing, talking to people. Take 30 minutes to educate yourself to feel really confident in what you're doing. And then the other option is to start a deal journal. What this is write what you're learning every single day and what you're doing every single day. If you can block off 5 hours a week, not a day, for learning and applying, and you're not just consuming, but you're practicing, you are going to start glowing up fast in real estate because you're also implementing. That's step number two. Step number three is start talking like a real estate investor. Even if you haven't invested yet, that does not mean that you are. You are going to channel the ultimate real estate investor. I have students that say, I channel Liz or I channel Laura when I go out there. And what that means is it just means you belong in the room, which you do. And so you want to practice your elevator pitch, right? I help connect motivated sellers with local buyers, right? I'm an investor who works with other investors. There's a million different ways you can say you wholesale, but that is one of the ways that I would do. The other thing is I would role play calls with other people in my community with an accountability partner or anything like that several times a week, going through conversations. And as I'm calling, I would write down where I feel like I fumbled or messed up or could have answered better. I always listen to my recordings and I would again role play that until I felt really confident in my phone calls and my conversations and being able to talk to people. The other thing is I would join local REI Facebook groups and really start networking there. Comment on there, build recognition. I have a student who says that agents are finding her. She's not even looking for them anymore and asking, do you have leads to give us? Because her name is being widely spread through the real estate investing community in her area. So if you want to do that, introduce yourself to 3 investor communities this week and claim your space. Show up. You don't have to tell them you're new. You just say, I'm an investor who works with other investors. And another thing I love to say is, I know enough to be dangerous if they ask if I'm new. And you could have that at every level. That would be number three, is start talking like a real estate investor. I am a real estate investor. Start claiming that. Number four is build your deal finding muscles. What this means is forget the expensive marketing. I make a lot of money with very little to no marketing costs, okay? So you need to use your time and your hustle method instead. So you can search Zillow, you can search Redfin and Facebook Marketplace daily for potential leads. You can talk to agents to bring you aging listings. You can look on tools like PropStream and Batch Leads and Zillow to find it. You want to call 2 agents a week and ask about distressed properties. Talk to them, or especially the ones that are more aging. Why is it not selling? What could we do to get this to sell? What do you know about the property? The other thing is walk properties to get used to the process. Even if it's not a deal yet, walk. If you work with an agent ongoing, they don't mind helping you figure it out. But you need to walk. You need to get used to looking at properties. Our students get on every Wednesday night with us, and we do what's called a deal workshop, and we run live deals. We look at pictures and estimate rehab cost off of pictures alone. We run numbers. You get in the habit of that. Build your deal finding muscles. Number 5 is start your buyer rolodex. Now, this is my favorite part of the business. This is actually how I got into wholesaling, was working with buyers. You don't need thousands of buyers. In fact, I've had wholesalers who had 8,000 buyers on their list come to me with my measly, they said, with your 100, one of your 100s, goodbye, and they did. So how do you do that? You can post an investor group. So I join 5 to 10 groups a day, and I am part of over 6,000 investor groups. But we join Facebook groups all day, Facebook investor groups, and I say, I'm coming up across properties all the time in this zip code. Is anyone interested? Put down your information or feel free to PM me. This is amazing. You're going to find people that are actively buying. Now, you do have to vet them. You do have to vet them, but this is a great way to get more buyers on your list, to have conversations, to get comfortable talking numbers, to get comfortable talking real estate. Also, you can talk to a title company and ask which investors are closing multiple deals. They may not be able to give you names, but you can say, I'm coming across deals. If you know investors who are looking, please give them my information. And if they say you sent them, I offer referrals. People like making money. They don't care. The other thing is, you don't need a big system. Start creating a spreadsheet that keeps all of your buyers, depending on what I call their buy box, what they're interested in buying, in a spreadsheet, so that when you do get properties under contract, it's just a click, you can go. Well, the glow up move that I would give you here is to schedule talking to buyers one a day during the summer, okay? And ask what they're looking for. You could do more, but if you want to glow up and you want to see a big shift in your business, talking to a buyer every single day, a fresh buyer, a new buyer, sometimes more, but one minimum, will get you that glow up you're looking for. And number 6, which is probably the most important one, is protect your energy like it's your asset, because it is. Newbie burnout, it's real. And even advanced investors will come across burnout. Avoid it. Set healthy boundaries. You're going to set boundaries on your time, but also your focus. The first thing I would do is say no to shiny object syndrome. Don't switch strategies. Don't switch things because you don't feel like it's working. Try to figure out why it's not. If it's working for other people, why can it not work for you? Do not jump ship when you haven't really given it a real chance. Your goal is to stick to this till August. The other thing is limit scrolling on social media and calling it your learning. You're not learning. You're procrastinating. You're putting things off. That can't go during your learning and implementing time, right? So social media should not be a part of your game when you're in your learning motion and your learning time block. So that is something that's really, really crucial to understand. And then also celebrate your wins. Your first seller convo. You finish watching a training module, whatever it is, celebrate it. Not just the big win, but the original win, because a lot of investors don't even get to the point of actually implementing. They just sit and learn. So if you want to glow up, you need to implement, but you need to celebrate as well. So I want you to start your own weekly glow tracker, okay? You're going to write 3 wins, 2 lessons, and 1 step you're going to do every Sunday. And you're going to see that your glow up is going to happen a lot quicker than you think. So your glow up goal is this. It's by Labor Day, you should fully know your market. You should know your exit strategy. That's the most important thing. You should be doing that honestly by Memorial Day. You should have talked to 5+ sellers every single day, and 1 buyer every single day. you will have wanted to make at least one offer. If you're actually implementing, you will do this before June even ends. And then you have to know that you're not faking it, you're becoming it. The investor who became big started with one deal, no more excuses, and just started pushing through and doing it messy. So this summer, it's not about perfection. It's not about making sure everything is right. It's about progress. It's about building momentum and stepping into the ultimate version of yourself.